It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
And I know just how to stop him. Get me close and I'll make it quick.
The Consul's motives are unknown. While destruction may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
I can foresee a few likely instances where you could use my skills and experience.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Packaging is also consumed. Rocket, a deep-fried, chip-wrapped Polish sausage on a stick. Launch one into lunch. safe choice. We took the flavor you love and made it crispy. And be clear.
What in the interminable void are we looking at here? Everything that's been reconstituted appears maladjusted, imperfect, defective. Yes, that's definitely the Sovereign's ship.
To determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Being back here feels like straying into a dream. The bad kind.
You have a team now, my dear. Allies. Even friends. We'll help each other through this. Together.
The brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive.
This poor boy. Someone put him back together all wrong.
Ready to waste them. On your command. Let me know when you need an instruction.
En ready. Exposure. Under manning. Functioning.
Imagine a worse fate. Never hang between life and death.
Without the rift modulator, I doubt we'd make much progress here. don't possess that shield logic, yes? Suffered extensive damage, Commander. Commander, throwing energy your... Locking them down. Fortification in progress. Not far.
Mobility. N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
Catheter deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
All rightly appreciate our perfect life.
Fortificator at readiness.
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
That sounds like... Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? Law, is that you? It's me, Niles. No, I look a mite different from how you remember me. Been working on my fashion sense.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? A rift. That's right. We were here to investigate rifts. So why is there one in the sky? Why is everything destroyed? What's happening to me? And Sandoval? Jepson?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this. Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never. Makes two of us. But maybe you could do me one final favor. End this for me? I don't think I can do it myself. Please. I'm
glad we could do.
I always knew this is... I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on.
Sovereign's ship up close. I believe we can safely assume he's not on it, or on that rover approaching the skip lab.
I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on.
The Sovereign's ship up close. I believe we can safely assume he's not on it, or on that rover approaching the skip lab. energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to her.
That's all rather intriguing. This is very curious. Some of the science eludes me, but this equation, although incomplete, clearly has to do with the rift in the other room. What do you think, Commander? This equation is compelling, yet incomplete. Lethiferous cosmological phenomena isn't exactly my... I expect there's an existing copy of the...
Eyes up. Hostiles.
target, no attack.
Must be the Sovereign's office. Guess money and power can't buy taste.
Taking credit for someone else's genius? Can't say I'm surprised. Well, ain't that convenient. First nice thing the Sovereign's done for us. Best to get this equation inputted as soon as possible. My vision was starting to split for a moment there.
pathway. Orders of magnitude. Their hypothesis was correct all along. The results of
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Get up to the Providence Quick Light and find that rift modulator.
Free of undue kerfuffle. Now to unfuel that hangar. Locking them down.
Charge!
Ready, Commander.
Passenger unit away. Recharge before it discharges. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
We are shooting back!
Got to get to that mountain. Deck 2, wasn't it?
Mm.
unit is rated to address any. Please make a request. This ship, if you are not a Protectorate subject, please in case of enemy attack. Displaying.
Investigating hostile intention. Suffered
What kind of tomfoolery?
Resorting to violence. Don't become a
As a member of the how might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume? If you experience, how might this unit bolster? Note. If you must replace please make a request. Received. Dispensing standard regimental supplies. Complete. If you have helm sizing concerns, please
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. Now. How can I assist again? Second. But I...
Tell me we're not going to just go blundering ahead. That's not the plan. Right, Commander? I reckon we can look for those access credentials if you want to go for the fight. Sneaking around's always an option, too.
Now to find the rift modulator. I estimate there's a 73.47% chance it's nearby.
Are you actually authorized? Be wary. I suppose that could be you. Chief's security's become awfully stringent. I've been trying to convince everyone I'm
No one deserves this.
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
Unit head, consider finding a human companion. If you see...
Well, the modulator's certainly bigger than a bread box. Fortunately, the ship makes a convenient carrying case. Just need to learn how it all works together.
I just received word that you were here to fix something. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time. Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. So you are familiar with the work we're doing. So then our situation, which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him, yes. But as I said, I fear the report won't do any good. It's clear here. I hope you're able to sway him. Because if you don't, a deck up.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
This can't be right. If skip drives are causing the rifts, why are they showing up past the frontiers of known space?
Best table that topic for now. Now, we can't do anything with the rift modulator yet. Not until we deal with the console. So, shall we?
This guy don't expect much in the way of concessions.
You've come quite close enough.
You're tampering with the...
So passionately delivered, and yet so utterly incorrect. What you are witnessing is my saving of Arcadia, and ridding it permanently of trespassers like you. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
The Protectorate was responsible for expanding the rift? Law. I'd ask why, but I can already guess the answer.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. Intrepid, aren't you? Our matriarch died, but it was not. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better... It's your... Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally... Do not presume to tell me what is or... Yes, I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. So you... I am the... You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us. And what is your definition of wrong? I see. Well, the Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this power. I will... Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours.
It's true. Your matriarch suspected...
No. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause. But sure, it doesn't matter what you bring before me.
Resorting to fight. Consider at ready status.
We've got to get some cover. If these readings are right, the rift's about to destabilize completely. This modulator ain't gonna do... You did the best you could. We all did.
You know, I spent decades doing everything asked of me, and I was just starting to enjoy not doing that.
Commander,
All right. Between these and the process rift data.
I will.
so, in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Vigilant Hogarth was declared a traitor to the Protectorate, along with most other Westport townsfolk. They were judged according to the paradigm, then sentenced to be executed until dead, forever tied to the city they could not protect. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine de Vries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Forced to think for themselves after a lifetime of luxurious certainty, Protectorate hardliners banded together to preserve their society. Without the Order or the corporatists controlling Arcadia, they had a real chance at making a comeback. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. With unfettered access to skip drives, and its reputation untarnished by its still secret agreement with the Protectorate, the Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be, the ultimate authority in Arcadia. The colony served as a base to expand the agency's reach across the galaxy. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.